Hey, sixth grade, welcome back to library. Today is Friday, April 24th, 2020, and I'm for one glad that it's Friday, so hopefully you are too. Um, on Wednesday, we started talking about citing sources, and we watched the Brain Pop video, and then you guys had the quiz on quizzes, and I heard from a few of you that you really liked that website, so I'll have to use that again soon. Today we're going to do another lesson on citing sources because I think it's a really important topic and it's something that we can all use more practice on. I know it's something I always struggle with, so it's a good review for me too. So right now you're watching the lesson video. I have a 5-minute YouTube video that I'd like to share with you, and then we will move on from there. So let's go ahead and watch the video.
When you do research for a paper or project, you need to cite or document your sources. Your sources are the materials in which you found the information that you used. It does not matter what type of source it is. It can be in print or online. It can be an image or a conversation. It can be copyrighted or not. Some examples of sources are magazines, newspapers, books, interviews, music, websites, videos, charts or graphs. I could go on and on, but you get the idea. All of these sources were created by someone. Each work belongs to the person who created it. The work is that person's intellectual property. When you find a useful bit of information, you may be thinking, wait, I found this on the internet. It was free. Why do I need to cite it? Remember, it does not matter where you got the information. It does not matter if you paid for it or not. It does matter that you're using someone else's intellectual property. That's why you always have to document your sources. When you document your sources, you give credit to the person whose ideas you used. You need to give credit when you use an author's exact words and when you summarize or rewrite their ideas. Not giving credit makes it seem like the ideas are your own. If someone used your work, you'd want to get credit for it too. Using information from other people without crediting them is called plagiarism. Another reason to cite is to allow your reader to find your sources for their own use. For example, they may want to read one of your sources to learn even more about the topic. Finally, citing sources lends authority to your work and lets your teachers know that you did your research. Showing that you got your ideas from experts makes your argument or case stronger. So now that you know you need to cite your sources, let's find out how to do it. To cite means to identify the sources you used in your work. Basically, you write down the details that will help someone else find the source. For example, if you're using the book The Honey Bee's Hive, you'll need to record or write down the following details from the title page and the verso or back of the title page. The author, Joyce Markovits, the complete title, The Honey Bee's Hive, A Thriving City, the publisher, Bearport Publishing, and the publication date, 2010. For internet sources, you'll need to include additional information such as the title of the web page and the URL. For example, if you used information from this National Geographic Kids website, the title of the web page is 10 Facts About Honeybees, and this is the URL. All of the details for one source are called a citation. There are two places where you might include citations in your paper. Your teacher may require you to give credit for specific ideas and quotations within your paper. This is called in-text citation, and it lists the author's last name and the page number where the information was found in the source. Let's take a look at this example from a research paper that uses a quote from the book The Honey Bee's Hive by Joyce Markovits. It takes billions of bees to pollinate California's almond crop each year, which is a tremendous job to manage. In the words of Joe Trainer, a beekeeper, you're really relieved when it's all over. Markovix 26. Notice the in-text citation. It includes the author's last name, Markovix, and the page number of the quote, 26, enclosed in parentheses. For any research project, you must always include an alphabetized list of all of the sources you used. This list is called a bibliography or works cited, and it provides complete information for each source. Sometimes you may find a citation at the end of an article that you found in a library database or in an online encyclopedia, but most of the time you'll need to make your own citations. There are rules for creating proper citations, like what source details must be included and what order to put them in. Citation Maker on OSLIS will help you create your citations and your works cited list. That way you don't have to memorize the complicated rules. Citation Maker makes it easy. It is important to cite the sources you use in your research. Do it right. Cite. For specific examples and for more information about this topic and the entire research process, explore OSLIS.
All right, so as you can see, it is very important to cite your sources when you are doing research, and I know you guys all know that, but it's always a good reminder. We are lucky that we have all this technology, and there are websites like Citation Machine, Citation Maker, EasyBib.com, and those are websites that you can go to, put in your information, it will make this citation for you. So that's what I used in grad school. It made it really easy, but it's still a good idea to know how to do it without those tools as well. So today, now that you've watched the video, this is your assignment. It's attached here called Citing Sources Practice. And I was really excited because I figured out how to take a PDF and turn it into something that you guys can type on. So it's really zoomed out right now, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. All right, so this is what I'd like you to do. You're going to figure out what is missing from each citation. So there's 3 examples under each type of citation: websites, magazines, and books. And it's very simple. Where it says click here to type, that's where you'll be typing your answer. So if we look at the first one, blank, and then they have the title, Dungeons and Dentists, the publisher, and the year. So what is missing would be the author. So that's all you need to do, is to type your answer, and then you'll go on to the next one. Make sure you delete the click here to type, because that is obviously not the answer to the question. So make sure you delete that. You don't need to put your name on this, because when you turn it in on Google Classroom, I'll be able to see whose it is. So you don't need to worry about that, because I know that there's not a space for your name. All right, so once you do that, you will be done for the day. It is 9 questions total, and this will be for a grade. So if you finish early, you can read a book, or you can work on your homework for another class. I did give you guys the cheat sheet that I showed you the other day, and it just has the example of what you need in each citation from a website, from a book, from a magazine. So that should make this pretty easy for you guys. If you have questions, as always, I'll be on Zoom from 1:30 to 2, or if you just want to pop in and say hi, I'd be happy to see your face. And the password for that is library11. All right, that's all for today. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you again on Tuesday. Bye.